Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have such an exciting video. I am going over a brand new collection from Oden'S, and it's a collab with my friend Angelica Nyqvist. Oh my gosh, how exciting is this? So we actually have a lot of stuff here. So this is actually a Halloween collaboration, which is so fun. I've been loving all of the Halloween palettes that have been coming out this year. I feel like brands are finally realizing that Halloween palettes are fun and we're interested. Like it's so hard for me not to buy every single one, but this is so cute. So I have the little card here and it says Happy Halloween Beautiful, which if you guys remember, Angelica did have a previous collab with Oden'S called the Hila palette, which was so stunning. I mean, Angelica is the queen of colorful makeup, so you know she's gonna rock some fun color with these palettes. It says, I'm so proud and excited for you to try out round 2 of my collaboration with Oden'S. We worked so hard on these pieces to bring you the most amazing collection for Halloween. So let's dig in here. First of all, Oden'S oftentimes does a couple extras in their collection. So this year we have these cute, adorable little keychains. So this is a little bat guy. It's so squishy and fuzzy. And then I think this is a little ghost. How cute! I just thought that was a fun little touch there. And then we also have this like silk piece, and you could kind of use this as like a head wrap. You could tie it around like so, or use it as a little neck scarf, or just tie it on like a bag or something. So that's also a little extra. It's super soft, but I want to get into the makeup, so let me show you guys what's included. So this collection is launching in just a couple days. It's going to be available on September 20th. So it's coming right up, and it's going to be available at 4 p.m. Central Time, which is my time zone. This is going to be a limited collection since it is Halloween themed and the season is coming up pretty quickly. So there is not one palette, but actually 2 in this Halloween collection. The first one, the names are so adorable. This is called Little Ghost Palette. This is the packaging on it, so fun. And then opening it up, here you have your colors. This is a little more cool tone, then you have the warm shades here on the last row. Very colorful and fun, and I do think it does give off a little bit of a ghost vibe. I think it is adorable. I will go ahead and insert the swatches here, but it does have a total of 16 mattes and shimmers. There is some fun imprints on the shadows as well, like little bats, a jack-o'-lantern, a spider, and like a skull and crossbones, which is so cute. This is gonna be $43.90. Next palette we have, I think this is gonna be my favorite one. This is the Trick or Treat palette. Here is the gorgeous packaging here, and then the inside, just look at these gorgeous colors. Oh my gosh, I love this one so much. This one you can go a little more neutral with. It has some fun greens in here, which I love, and very vibrant orange shades as well. So that will also be $43.90 for the Trick or Treat palette, and I'll go ahead and insert the swatches of this one here. Now there's actually some fun lip colors in the collection. There's 3 different formulas here. So we have a matte lip stain, we have a glow lip gloss, and a shine lip gloss in the collection. Everything does have the same packaging. It'll just on the bottom say what it is, if it's a matte, if it's a shine, or if it's a glow. Here's a close-up on those. All the lip products are going to be $13.90. So let me swatch these for you. The first color in the matte lip stain is going to be Shadow Creature, and this actually dries down a little more on the red side. It looks kind of maroon at first, like a brick red, but it does dry down very red. They start out very mousse-like. Next color is Swamp Fog, which is a little more of a brownie pumpkin orange. On me it looks very pumpkin, but on the swatch I feel like it looks more brown. Next we have the 2 shine colors. These are great to top right on these lip stains. We have the shade Quicksand, which is another kind of brownie pumpkin warm color, and we have the shade Spectral. This one I think is just gorgeous on its own. It's like mauvey, a little bit like mauvey rose. But the glow is actually going to give some sparkle. This is called Radioactive. This one has very fine sparkles in it, and it's just going to look ultra shiny on the lips. And that is a look at the fun Halloween collection with Angelica. This is also so exciting for me to film because I just got to hang out with Angelica pretty much all week last week at Disney World. We went with a bunch of other YouTubers. I have some vlogs on it, so definitely check that out. But yeah, it just makes me like even more excited when it's someone I actually know in real life doing a collab. And I'm just super happy for her because, I mean, she did an amazing job on her first one. I knew these were going to be nothing less of incredible. So anyways, that's a look at the collection. Again, launching on September 20th. I don't think discount codes work on collabs, so you don't have to really use a code. I'll just have the link down below if you guys want to check it out. But let's go ahead and get into the 2 looks I did, including this one right here, which I'm obsessed with this look. I think it is so much fun. I'm going to do 1 look with each palette, so let's get into that. Okay guys, let's do the Little Ghost palette first. This one has kind of the fun, I would say, more orange, blues, purples going on. I'm going to start the look off with Ghoulish in the crease, which is this fun sky blue. So I'm just going to go into focus this in the inner portion here, blending softly into the middle. I'm using Angie's brushes too, the Singe Beauty. This is the EO5, which is awesome for some more detail work. So this is a very pastel light blue. Just building that up here. Next, I'm actually going to take this Haunted shade, which is more of a mid-tone blue. And I'm going to place this in the outer half. In the outer portion, I'm going to take the dark blue, which is Haunted House, and really pack this in the outer corner. This is a very vibrant blue. I am going to run that Haunted shade, which is the middle blue, on my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take this really pretty sparkly pink called Boo, and I'm going to place this on the lid. This is stunning. It goes on, actually, it kind of shifts with the colors you're using, so it actually does look like a very shifty kind of blue and purple almost together. It's very stunning. Next, I want to see if this yellow would look fun in the inner corner. So I'm just going to kind of dab that here. I love yellow with blue. And I'm really trying to bring that in down here on the lower lash line too. I'm just making sure to pack it a few times just so it is very bright. Okay, so here's the look with the rest of my makeup on. I kind of went lighter on blush and bronzer because the eyes are more of the focal point, and I did add a lash because I usually like to do a lash with color. So I actually use these Kiss Baby Doll lashes, which I cut significantly because they are very long. So for the lips, I'm going to go ahead and line them real quick. I'm going to try one of the glosses in the collection. I do like to line before just to make it more precise and give a little extra volume. And I'll use this glow kind of gloss in Radioactive on top. Which this just gives a really nice shimmer. This is kind of very, I would say it's like almost pumpkin-y on the lips once you kind of pair it with the lip liner, but it has a lot of shine. I can see the glow. The lips definitely look like they are glowing. It's very beautiful. So here is the look number 1 completed. Let me know your thoughts on this using the Little Ghost palette. But let's move on to the next look. Okay guys, next we're gonna try out the Trick or Treat palette here. I feel like this one is kind of my favorite color story of the 2. I'm so excited, especially for some of these gorgeous greens in here. So I did wipe my brush off. I'm using the Singe EO5 again, and I have to dive in to this lime neon green. And this is gonna go again in the crease here, more the inner part. Such a stunning shade. And I kind of want to do the neon orange on the other side because I think this is really pretty too. And I'll try not to mix this together because if I do get them too mixed, then they're gonna just turn brown. So just kind of placing that in the outer section. But if you kind of press down instead of blending, once those two colors come together, then it mixes just a bit better. So And then in the very outer corner, I'm actually going to take this dark brown called Goblin. On the lower lash line, I'm going to do the orange and green again. Just kind of going halfway with the orange. Which this color is called Jack-o'-lantern, by the way. Such a perfect color name. And then we'll do the green Poison on the other side. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. This is just one of the coolest greens I think I have in my collection. I feel like I've been dreaming of this green since I swatched it. So let's take the, I think it's called Crypt Keeper on the lid. Got just a tiny bit of fallout there. I think I'm just gonna go in the middle with that. And then I'll do a little bit of the Witch's Brew in kind of the inner half. How stunning is that? Oh my gosh, yes, I love this palette. This is definitely my favorite of the two. I think that's it. Let me go ahead and clean this up with concealer. I'll do the rest of my face, my lashes, and I'll show you guys the complete look. Okay, so here's how this looks with the rest of my makeup on. It's so neon, so vibrant. I think this is such a fun look. I do want to try out one of the matte lip stains here with the collection. I think this would be a fun color with this look. This is Swamp Fog. And let's go ahead and apply. This is very like moussey. It's very cool. It starts out like a mousse liquid lip. But then it does kind of dry down like a lip stain. Very, very cool. Let's see if it kind of blots off a little bit. So yeah, it definitely transfers a bit. But I'm just kind of trying to blot it, so it'd be more like a stain on the lips. So this is very much like pumpkin orange. It's so fun. I really like the formula though, and it does feel like a stain, even though I thought it would just stay more like that whipped texture, but it's really nice. I like it. I'm gonna go over that with a lip gloss. I'm gonna use the shade Quicksand. Oh, that's fun. Those two match perfect together. So here's our finished look. Very Halloween. I am loving this so much. So let me get into my thoughts so far now that we've tried both palettes on. So now that we've kind of tested everything out, I'm very pleased with both of these palettes. I think they are so fun. Very colorful, so you do have to like colorful makeup for these, but the Halloween theming is just perfect. Personally, I prefer the Trick or Treat palette over the Little Ghost. This is just, I don't know, my kind of colors. I love greens, and this really does scream Halloween to me with the bright neons, and then we have some like kind of neutral tones here on the first row. It just reminds me of like Halloween candy. So Trick or Treat is seriously the perfect name for this one, and it is my favorite of the two. I do think the Little Ghost palette is gorgeous as well, but it's definitely a little more rainbowy for me and a little out of my comfort zone. And I do have a few, you know, blue, purple palettes in my collection, especially from Oden'S. So I do feel like the Trick or Treat is just like a hint more unique if you're looking for something more that route, but it's still a great palette, beautiful formula. I absolutely love this Boo pink shade that we used that just kind of transformed on the eyes. So I had no issues with the quality. Both were really nice. I really love Oden'S Eyes formula. I feel like they give very high-end quality for a pretty good price point. It's very mid-range. I do like to dig into my other Oden'S Eye palettes and kind of see if there is some similarities going on within their own collection. So I did grab the first palette from Angie, the Gila palette, or I think that's how you say it. I could be saying it wrong, but I kind of wanted to just show you guys these side by side. So here is Gila with the Trick or Treat. I feel like these could be fun to kind of dip into a little bit. I still feel like Gila is pretty different, even though it does have some of those greens. Here is all three palettes next to each other. I did want to show Little Ghost next to Lauren May's palette, the Sea Talk palette, just because I feel like I did a little bit of a similar look when I played with Lauren's palette. but I do kind of get similar vibes with like the yellows and blues here, but obviously the little ghost is going to have a bit more options, but I did think those were a little bit similar. Obviously Sea Talk doesn't have any of the oranges, but within the first 3 rows I could see some similarities. I know everyone will not stop talking about these Christmas palettes, and I actually thought that the Merry Christmas palette kind of had some similar vibes to Angie's Trick or Treat palette as well. So if you did miss out on the Christmas palettes, I honestly don't know if they would bring them back. I know everyone keeps asking about it, but actually the Trick or Treat palette is actually a really good option if you guys missed out on Merry Christmas. Like, see how similar the color schemes are with these? This one's obviously a little more bright and more neon. In the Christmas Eve palette, it's a little more cool tone. I wouldn't say it matches exactly with the Little Ghost palette, but again, they're kind of similar, but the Little Ghost is definitely a lot brighter. You could totally like pair looks with both of these palettes. And then I also brought out my Jewels and Gems palette because it kind of reminded me of this one a little bit, the Little Ghost, with like the pinks and purples going on, but I think Little Ghost is like, I feel like maybe if I covered up that yellow, they would look a little bit more similar. And then the Jewels and Gems doesn't really have the orange row either. So those are just a few comparisons. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with these. I think the lip colors are so fun in this collection as well. I really enjoyed the matte lip stains. I do like a good liquid lip here and there, especially in fall and winter. When I'm dealing with a dark color, I don't want something that's going to be moving all around the lips. So these were very comfortable. The lip glow was absolutely beautiful on the lips, and I also enjoyed the glosses too. So all around, I really did like the lip products, and I think the colors went really well with the collection too. So that's kind of my thoughts here on these new Halloween palettes with Angelica. I will link her video down below as well, so you guys could check out her launch video, because she's gonna have like way more info and probably really good swatches for you, way better than I could do. So I will leave that down below, and I'm sure she's gonna be having a ton of different looks on her channel too this week. I'll see if I can do some more looks over on my Instagram page, but I'm so excited about these. These are very beautiful. Congrats, Angelica. I love the collection. I love that it's Halloween themed. Let me know if you guys will be picking this one up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.